Alright, it should be better now. Sorry about that. Every time I reset my computer, Streamlabs changes my microphone to something that doesn't exist, so I'm just muted. My microphone's plugged in, it's turned on, it's got the light showing like it's on, but yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, welcome in. I'm doing alright. My eyes are still a little buggy, so I don't know how long I'm going to stream today. Because I'm going to be playing Smash with my friends later, and they are a lot better than I am. So I need to be as close to the best I can be. So we'll see how it goes. We've made some good changes to the build, though. Some stuff I might take back in a little bit, but we'll see. Yep, sorry about that. Freaking hate it. Streamlabs has so many good ideas, and they just can't seem to get them working consistently. Nice. Yeah, diet soda's like my one vice. I don't drink, I don't smoke. I don't do drugs, but diet soda is like one thing I drink way too much of. I think one tornado is actually enough to clear out a lot of this. There's that. We use up too much. I mean, again, overall it's a fine product. But it's just like sometimes the chat doesn't update. Then that microphone thing. I am not somebody that goes over the top complaining about stuff, especially through emails. And if I do write an email, it's certainly not going to be cursing them out. That's just not worth it. What is a remix, Mad? Never heard of it. Alright, I gotta go up there, I guess. Yeah. Transfer back. No, I'm diabetic. So really don't want, I don't think that would be a good thing for me. Doesn't sound like something that would be, helpful for my health. Alright, I'm gonna... Yeah, yep, that's not a good idea for me. Oh, man. Yeah, that eye is still bothering me. The appointment took forever yesterday.
You've killed the Epoch. Give Herox champion.
Jeez, we just melt him too. Anything else I have to do? No, I can move on. I think Heorot, when we get to him, is going to be an issue, though. I think that could be a fight we struggle with if we can't live well enough. Rain Dance. Dodge if you have taken a hit when we dodge. Interesting. And then how's this? 5 strength, 20 res, 20 physical res. Actually, this might be a lot better than what we have now. The 17% increased health alone might make it worth it. Yeah. Let's go ahead and craft this guy up. I wasn't using this during the last one. Interesting. I mean, every now and then I have candy. But in general, I just kind of stay away from it. If I need a sugar fix, I get the fake sugar and diet soda. But, yeah, in general, I just kind of stay away from it. Alright, so what do we have here? We have health, physical res. I'm going to take this off just to kind of see what we need. We need a little more void res. Lightning's a little low. What's the implicit on this? This is just regen. I mean, the regen's not bad. Cooldown recovery speed when transform. Minion critical when transform. Like, I can have them I can have sweets technically. It could really mess me up. If I'm not careful. So for me, it's usually just like not worth it. Do I want Wearbear form? I only have 2 shards for that, so I'm going to save it. Let's go! I go Vitality. Vitality actually gives me some resistances. Or we just go Attunement. How many Attunement shards do I have? I have 28. I only have 1 spell damage here. I have 2. I'll put Attunement. That's fine. Yeah, we have so much potential here that I might as well just use it, especially with the health. Can I see? No, I don't have any of the spares, so we'll just do this. One last one. Yeah. Alright, that's not bad. Lots of attunement, lots of physical res. Decent amount of health. I mean, as long as it's not, like, as long as it's, like, the fake ones that don't actually have any carbohydrates or sugar that affects my blood sugar. So again, like, aspartame is what I go for a lot. Also, how much of a difference does this make on my tornado? So without this helmet, our tornado does a... This helmet triples our damage. This helmet triples our damage. That's insane. Alright. Alright, Frozen Citadel. Yeah, it's funny. I actually, like, really dislike the taste of, like, standard Coca-Cola. But if it's the Mexican Coca-Cola with real sugar, that stuff's really good. Oh, this is here. Hold on. I gotta pay attention for this. He's... Fuck, no, come back. Yeah, when I was in France, I had a lot of, like, the Coca-Colas with actual sugar. Let me get through this. I can put a bunch of these down. No, 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 let me out, let me out, let me out. Getting frozen by him sucks. Okay, we got there. Physical res, I don't think we need. Shred physical resistance on hit. I wonder if that counts. When actually, that might be really good for us because Rampage is a channel. I'm going to take that. Yeah, it's not fun, but I've had it pretty much my whole life. I don't remember life before it, so I can't really, like, say I miss it. We all get dealt different hands in life, is what it is. Call of the Tundra. +2 to Warcry. Warcry is converted to Coal. Interesting. I might be able to do something at some point with that. Shamanic Guard of Embers. Ember Ring of Sanctuary. Crit Strike Avoidance? Maybe. I didn't see how much forging potential it had. Again, there's different types of diabetes too. There's type 1, type 2, there's gestational. None of it's fun to have, but some's a little easier to control than others. No, I'm alright. And you can get to a point where it's all manageable. It only has 15 forging potential. So there's 8 attunement. Oh, man. It's the 8 attunement on that. That's the big one. Is that? No, that's only tier 5. Alright, so that's doable. And then we're still trying this, but I'm really enjoying this. 19 gained as ward. Increased spell damage. Get a bunch. Yeah, that's important too. Stomach issues suck. I know after my like teenage years I had to cut out. I used to really like Flamin' Hot Cheetos and stuff and hot food in general. And I lived in an area that had a very high Mexican population, so a lot of the food was spicy. I had to cut a lot of that out, or at least cut back on the amount of spice. Go here. Just my stomach was no longer an iron stomach from when I was a kid. I used to love Takis and Flamin' Hot Cheetos and stuff like that. I'm just gonna avoid them. Dump all these. Good. Again, there's lots of things that go into health, so sometimes something happens that you don't think could make an impact, but it does. Like, when I was younger, I was actually vegetarian for 4 years, 5 years, to try to help with my arthritis. I don't know if it helped him. I hated it because I was 15. I was a 15-year-old boy who wasn't allowed to have any meat. But, you know, there is a theory that if you cut out red meat, it helps with inflammation and arthritis. So we tried it against my will, but we tried it for a few years. Even now, I'm not, like, huge into steaks and stuff. If I have a meat, it's usually chicken or fish. Or, I guess, pork to a point, but usually it's pork sausage. Yeah, we just kind of destroyed this echo. Oh, man. Sorry, my eye is really bothering me. It just feels gritty. And not like the Philadelphia Flyers mascot, who's amazing and is a national treasure. And should be an international treasure. Let's go ring first, because I really want to upgrade my rings. And then we are still 2.5 levels away from using that new staff. I'm so hyped for that staff. It should make our damage go even crazier. Partial. Alright, are you pescatarian? Like, do you still eat fish or dairy? Or is it just, like, certain meats you'll eat? You'll eat... Choose not to. Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, after I was a full vegetarian, because, like, we weren't even doing fish, I became a pescatarian. And, like, if I had to, I'd probably go back to that. Because I'm starting to learn how to cook tofu. And, like, tofu can actually be used for... in place of most, like, red meats. Can't quite get it to be like chicken yet. But... like, I made a tofu dish the other night I really enjoyed. So, like, tofu and fish I'd be fine with as my meats. And that should get me plenty of protein. I'd have to check, like, what vitamins I might be missing doing that. But I know, like, especially, like, vitamin B12 deficiency can really affect you. But if like, I'm not a huge fan of steak, I think it's overrated. I mean, if you like it, good for you. Not, like, you in general, not specifically you rooters. But seafood and chicken are my go-tos, but... like, if there's a steak option, I'll still probably choose the, This is an ambush. Hold up. Give me... oh, that was the ambush. I'll usually go with, like, a fish dish or, like, a good herb chicken. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like steak's not worth it for the price. That's not a bad ring. Hold up. Where is that ring? That ring is here. I'm gonna have to get rid of some of this stuff soon. Melee lightning damage. So we're replacing this ring. The 8 attunement, 1 strength, 5 poison res. This is 5 attunement, 54 cold damage. Void res, which we're gonna need. Yeah, we need the void res. So what can we put here as the suffix? What are we still missing? Our poison res and lightning res are a little low. What else do we have? Endurance threshold. Actually, is there crit chance avoidance? Yeah, there's crit chance avoidance. Let's grab that. $30 crit chance. I'm actually pretty happy with that ring. What's the... although we lose some necrotic res. We lose 40 necrotic res from this. We gain 34 fire res. Ooh, hold up. I forgot that base types are very important. We can lose it. That's fine. That will help us replace this at some point, too. Yeah, Mom used to make pork chops with, like, a brown sugar sauce when I was younger. I had to give myself a lot of insulin for it, but it was still really good. She put, like, caramelized onions and, I forget what else. Something else in there. Yeah, we can go here. We have these options. Yeah, I actually might just start buying tofu. Because there's so many ways you can make it. You make, like, crispy tofu, soft tofu. I had tofu bacon one time that was actually, like, really good. So you can just do a lot with it. It's easy to do. I don't have, like, a full kitchen I have great access to. Like, I can use it sometimes. But I prefer to cook downstairs where I'm at. And I have, like, an air fryer and a couple hot plates down here. And that's how I usually make stuff. So anything that I can make in the air fryer is a big help. And I can definitely do that with tofu. Alright, this build's starting to feel nice also. Like, it's feeling nice enough I'm getting distracted of rather than just going straight for the objective of each echo. Probably isn't good, but... Yeah, today's going to be the last day for last Epoch, probably. Next week, I'm going to be doing Poke Rogue, trying to get Eternatus on Monday if I don't get impatient and do it over the weekend. I have some stuff I want to do over the weekend, though. Part of it setting up a virtual audio splitter so I can record classic Poke Rogue runs. Yeah, garlic cream sauces. Like, as I learn cooking, I want to get good at broths and sauces. If you have a good broth or a good sauce, you can make anything edible. You get a good enough sauce, you can make shoe leather edible. So, there we go. I wanted to transform back. I'm getting double rolls for some reason. I don't know why, but... Increased elemental damage, 50 health. Elemental damage, 30 physical res, 29 fire res. We might be able to replace this. This only has 15 forging potential, though. That's the thing. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely do extra garlic as well. This girl I've been talking to actually asked me one time, like, is there such a thing as, like, too much garlic? I'm like, I'll find out after this recipe, because I think I, like, tripled the garlic. It was something ridiculous. Like, I really went in on it. Oh. I think my dad just got home. I just heard somebody come in the door. I'm guessing it was him. Yeah, too bad that was totem elemental resistances. If there is, I haven't found it yet. 202 health? Hold up. 202 health. Plus physical res? That might be... I might have to explore that. Yeah, if there is, I haven't found it yet for myself. But I'm sure some people will say for sure. Increased lightning damage, spell crit chance, poison res? I think I prefer what we have now, but that still wasn't bad. Actually, I should shatter that. Called the Tundra, I'm going to keep, and then I'm not going to worry about this. Okay. So for here, we're going to drop Call the Tundra in. Drop our keys in. I'm going to shatter this. Shatter just gives us those crafting shards. Alright, so that is T7 health. What tier is the attunement on this? Yeah, that attunement's only tier 4. So if I put attunement here... Glyph. 18. How much does this increase our health? Because we go from 1788 to 2091. Our necrotic res is still a little low. We'll have to fix that at some point. I think it was close, but maybe not quite enough garlic. Again, I was also conscious of it because, like, I love garlic, but if I'm around people, it doesn't matter how much I brush my teeth. It's still gonna smell. Take the unique item, then we'll go for the Tomes of Experience and those staves. I didn't notice if they were rare staves or exalted, but they should still be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make myself a better loot filter at some point. I can actually just rampage through, for the most part. Yeah, we had a Mexican ice cream place where I used to live that had, like, all sorts of different type of ice cream that was really good. Had, like, garlic ice cream and corn ice cream and pistachio ice cream and all that stuff. Ambush? Yeah, hold on, let me get through the ambush and then we'll be fine. Yeah, there we go. People really loved it. I went there a couple times. Yeah, I can't wait till I can get out and get my own place again. But there's a whole bunch I have to work on before that. Falcon Fists. We already had one of these. Probably not going to keep it. Alright, let's go for the Tomes of Experience. Yeah. It's not something I've tried. I haven't really tried pistachios either. If I'm going to go for some sort of nut or something like that, I'm going to go with cashews or like almonds usually. Just like a lightly coated salted cashew is so good. There we go. Alright, there's one level. We have 2 more to go. Scepter for now. Man, okay. So it seems like I might not even need the tornadoes right now, as weird as that is. It certainly helps the damage. I'm not sure I need them. Maybe I do for like this type of stuff, but... nice thing about offline is I can pause. When I first played Diablo 3, I only played hardcore. And so, like, nice thing about that was, like, if you played by yourself, you could pause it by, like, opening up the achievements menu. So whenever I had to alt-tab for whatever reason, I could just pause it, and I'd be fine no matter where I was. And so I had my best character, like, the best character I'd ever made. I wasn't a professional by any stretch of the imagination, but best character I ever made. I was super happy with it. I got a phone call, I alt-tabbed. I came back, and I realized I had forgotten to pause it, and so I lost my best character to, like, a really, really weak monster. Just because I hadn't paused it. I was so sad. Because it was gone. Like, in Diablo 3, it was just gone. I'm just like, oh, man. Nothing you can do about it. But live and learn. And this was early on in Diablo 3. I think it was before they even had seasons. Okay, so we're grabbing this. So this will help our crit avoidance. So what is our crit avoidance? On Deef, does it tell me here? Block no. We're at 68 crit avoidance. Okay. That's pretty good. Obviously, we want it to be at 100. Here. Are these... They're rare staves? That's alright. Yeah, we'll still go here. But... Okay, so we need cooldown reduction, more attunement, more strength. We need to cap that, and we need to fix our resistances. So have you played ARPGs like Diablo or Path of Exile before, Rooters? Okay, we got that. Down. Clear these guys out. I think Remedy is poison res. He's gonna revive, but it's not gonna be that big of an issue. I'm gonna drop all these, and then we'll go in. Again, I can't really comment on, like, super good flavors of ice cream. If I do have something like that, it's usually, like, frozen yogurt. But it doesn't happen too often. When I lived in Virginia, there was a frozen yogurt place my dad and I used to go to a lot. But that was about it. Visage of the Ox, Strength, Totem Damage, Ancestral Crown. Don't need the Obsidian Axe, okay. Oh. No. Shards. Okay, shards, amulets. We got options. Cool. Oh. I'm looking forward to playing Smash tonight. We're actually going to be playing like a little more seriously and doing like practice sets instead of just like rotations. So... one of my friends is playing a new character that the other guy and I are having issues with, so it'll be cool to see what changes and how well we're able to adapt to try to beat it tonight. It depends. The place near me, favorite like regular yogurt? I don't know if I have a regular yogurt. Frozen yogurt's probably just like a cake batter or like a salted caramel, but regular yogurt I really don't have one. When I was younger, I used to eat Stonyfield, the lots of lemon. But when I was a kid, I called it Yahtzee Yemen. Just because. Oh, you're still alive. Fuck. Yep, there's that double roll again. I never really got into, like, Greek yogurt or anything either. Like, I don't have a favorite flavor. Oh, hold on. Ambush. There we go. And that feels so nice when you just start going. Did I not hit it? There we go. Spell damage while transformed is big. Minion melee attack speed is not. Chance to shock, lightning res. Increased health and cold res. What's our current cold res at? Cold res is fine. I don't need that one. +1 to tornado we definitely need. So I'm going to shatter to try to get it. Okay, we got 2 shards for that. That's big. That's going to be the big thing on our chest, is getting one of those. I'll take this as well. +1 to tornado, 2 vitality. Once again. Cool, we got it. I'll go for this, and then we'll probably try to pick up the experience, because again, we're trying to get to 80 for that staff. Whenever I go back to get more prophecies, I'm probably going to be focusing on gloves. So I'm fighting spires again. Spires in general aren't a huge deal if you keep moving. It's when you get locked down in one place that they can, like, one-shot you, especially later on. Alright, there's the Nemesis up there. I'm gonna go grab him. Just want to make sure I don't have any friends in the area. You know, I'm just gonna power him, and I'll... With the spires, I don't want to stay in one place for too long. Okay. Plus, empowering it's fun. You can get some fun stuff on uniques or legendaries. Alright. Yep, there goes him. Yeah, I really like the Nemesis thing. I kind of wish there was a PoE style tree where I could spec into seeing more of them, like seeing 2 or 3 a map, or an echo. Stuff like that. We don't need the throwing damage. And maybe there will be later. Oh. I don't know if I told you, Rooters, I found a red Uxie. Red shiny Uxie. I also accidentally picked up an experience ballast in my endless run, but at this point it doesn't matter. I'm at wave like 5100. If it ends, it ends. You should go down. You know, let's make sure you go down, yeah. Avoid those guys. All there is to it. What did we find? Gloves. Rule of Simoon. Cast stationary fire tornado at nearby enemies on hit. Yo. Alright, I could actually, like, see us using that. Stationary fire tornado. Would probably be pretty easy to change this into a fire tornado build. So let's make sure I save this. Yeah, there we go. Grab all of these experience. Greatwood Visage of Embers. No. I'd rather have the glyphs than the gold. So we'll go here and then go from there. What are we doing here? We have to find a gate. Okay. Shouldn't be a huge deal. Although I know after I kill something, if it's not an ambush, we're going to be going in, like, the completely wrong direction. Yep, we're going in the wrong direction. What did I say? There's a mage down here I think I'm gonna try to grab. Yeah. It's still roughly the same direction. We're good. Man. Gotta love it. Spriggan Seed. Extra cast speed, maybe. And the rest of it's fine. I haven't had trail mix bars. I'm sorry, it didn't update on my Streamlabs. Let me refresh the chat, see how it changes. I'm not a huge trail mix person. Every now and then I'll have like a protein bar. That's it. Even then, that's like if I'm not in the car with my family because they say they smell too much. It's like, okay, I get that. There's a chest up here. Oh, I don't think I can really get to it that easily. Alright, I'll let it go. That's fine. I wonder what it would be like to play like a super high octane build at some point. Like in general, I don't play super high octane builds. I'm more deliberate setup builds. I'll grab the key. Don't need the commanders. Conduits, Brass Amulet of Life, 18. That's extra cast speed. That might be worth it. We might be able to do something with that. That's got some good base for us. See what we can do with it. Might try crafting that right now. It's got 20 forging potential. All right. So if we take this off, what are we looking at? Physical is still fine, so it's the poison necrotic. Is that what vitality gives us? Yeah, it is. So if we put vitality on this, that could help. I can't go on there, can I? Nope. Okay, so we can't put vitality on that. Let's look at prefixes. Critical strike multiplier, mana, cold damage. Spell crit chance, spell damage. Elemental damage over time, increased area. Let's just do spell damage. And for you, it should be like poison or necrotic res. Which lower? Necrotic's a little lower. So put it There. Beef that up. We got +1 to health. Cool. Up these a little bit. Okay. 19 necrotic res. It's something. I'll take it. What about the boots? So these are those. I'm using a traversal skill. It's not... So Rampage isn't a traversal skill, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm fine not using it. Hybrid health is nice. Go here. We might go up there next, but again, we're just trying to get to empowered monoliths. That's when the end game really starts. Don't care about the blade. The void wings are actually something we should clean up pretty well. Is that the entire echo? Sweet. I'm just going to clear through these if they're going to give me the option for free experience, but easy to cut through. Shock on hit, lightning critical strike chance? That's pretty nice. Yeah, it's better than that. Maybe? Is it? Wait, it's actually bigger. Hold up. So I'd have to put it here. Not with that thing there. We might have to Jenga. Here. So we don't want this. Why do we don't need that? Okay. So we can put that there. If we did this too. Just trying to see how it all fits. I think it all fits like this, and then we have room for like one more small one there. Or maybe... Health, health. Yo, Rose, welcome on in. Glad to have you here. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out real quick, seeing if I have room to finagle things. I'm not sure I have any more. So I might... I think I finagled as much as I can finagle. Yep, I think that's it, at least for now. One last thing I'm going to try is we're going to drop this down one, this down one. That like this, and then we can have room for this. Alright, we finagled a little bit more out of it. Cool. Alright. I'm done screwing around with that. I got what I wanted out of it. Tomes. Rare rings, maybe. Let's go here for crafting materials. Yeah. All right. Fine, skipping most of these. Right, we can clear that out. And now there's no monster density after I transform. Got it. Runes, got it. So we have 2. Are they patrols? Okay, so they're patrolling void horrors. Got it. That makes a difference. Take him out quickly. There's level 79. We're almost there. We are almost at 80. I cannot wait to, even if it's just tooltip DPS, just to see how much it goes up. Alright, there's Tome of Experience there. So yeah, I think Shards and then Tome of Experience. And that should get us fairly close to filling this up. Avoid most of this. Temple staff, maybe, but I think at this point I just transform and just start running through everything. Mostly because I needed mana, to be honest, but... all there was for this one. Don't need the greatsword. We're fine. We have this, more shards. I think we actually have like a pretty decent amount of lightning penetration, which is always good. Penetration, like any build in ARPGs, comes in handy, especially as you get higher and higher. Hence bosses that have high elemental resistances or just enemies in general. I think in last Epoch, enemies get 1% lightning res, like as you go up. Or like area level. So just being able to deal with that's helpful. Yo, Fuzzy, what's going on? Yep, I speak English. About the only thing I speak other than sarcasm. And every now and then Scrubs quotes. Because I love Scrubs. That's about it. Alright, if it's this guy, I'm just gonna drop this, and now we'll just kind of nuke him. Yeah. Shimmering is elemental damage. We don't really need the fire res. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Gotta figure out where I'm going to put my points next. I think we picked up the 8 points here. Where did he recommend putting them? We already have the 5 there. Alright, we're going to start putting them into here. Increase crit chance, rage gain on crit. Wish that was mana gain on crit, but I think that'd be kind of busted, if I'm being honest. Yeah, how you doing today? What's up? Try to. Probably 4 times a week. I take Wednesdays off and the weekends, so not quite daily. Trying to just find a schedule that works well with me. The constant struggle. I'm going to sell some of this stuff just before we move on. We'll keep that. That's a good one to have. We already have Falcon Fists. The Slab. I love that name. It's so good. It gives you a definite picture of like what it is. Mostly, probably Pokerogue. I'll do ARPGs when they come out though. So I'll do like last Epoch cycle starts, Path of Exile, League starts, stuff like that. But it's mostly Pokemon lately. I do roguelike stuff on my YouTube. Stuff like that. Like right here. We're at 407. I'm just gonna start getting through these. Oh, I'll have to take a break soon, but I'm probably gonna do that after we're done with this monolith. Yeah, they're good games. There's a reason I've been playing them a lot. Yeah, EHG's done a really good job with this so far, even though it's still, like, pretty new. If you're trying to sell me stuff, get out. If it's constructive criticism for the stream, go for it. If you're trying to sell me stuff, get out. Get through him. I don't have a ton of mana, but...
Who are you?
Alright, so we gotta go all the way over the map to get to things. Gonna move on and go to the next one real quick. Fine, it's not like a super strict rotation, but I definitely have windows. Look, Julia, if you can't read fucking simple instructions for chat rules, why the fuck could you read my instructions for art? You're a complete poison on this community and a waste of space. Do better and get the fuck out. I feel bad for whatever tree's providing you oxygen. We got that guy. Although on the bright side, it's been a little while since I've seen a piece of shit art seller, so that's a bonus at least. Drops idols. I will grab them just in case, because I have a feeling my small ones could definitely be upgraded.
Who are you?
Alrighty. Yeah, I have no time for people that are actively making the gaming community worse. Okay, I'm just gonna drop these, and because there's a lot of like higher value enemies here, I'm happy just dropping all the mana into doing stuff with this. The mana consumption really does seem to be making a nice difference on the storm bolts, though.
Gods.
I gotta talk to them.
Take care.
Gods.
One down. Hopefully that's the one I have to run the most all over the map for. I like the ones where it's just like, show me boss, let me nuke boss, let me move on. I think cast speed, I was talking about like stats I'm looking for earlier. I think cast speed's going to be a big one too, because it'll let me dump the tornadoes faster and then be at like higher stacks, higher number of tornadoes when I transform to amplify even more damage. I don't know if Nemesis can actually spawn inside, like, quested echoes. Not sure about that. I haven't really seen them, but I'm not, like, fully exploring these quest echoes either, so it might just be I'm missing them either on the mini-map or not exploring that area. Never really saw a reason to not grab the affix shards, especially if you don't have, like, if you're not going to stick with the same build the entire cycle. You might as well have them, just so you have more options to try stuff out. Oh, that wasn't everything. Okay. See, like a precursor to the big bad. I don't remember this echo that well, so. As Monolith in general.
You there, help me. That's it.
Alright, that wasn't bad. Don't need the glaive, don't need the shield, don't need that scepter. we're good. Yo, Camilo, what's going on? Welcome on in. How you doing today? Glad you can make it in. I will look over these later. I just want to get through this. Chambers of Ruin. Is our Void Res maxed? Yeah, it's over maxed. Cool. I'm just actually going to look at these real quick. Vitality. Dodge rating of hit. Don't care about that. Vitality. 26 armor and 12 health. I'm going to take the 12 health and 26 armor over this one. It's just a straight upgrade. Critical strike chance, lightning damage? Potentially. I like the health we have on ours currently, though. Spell damage when transformed, potentially. Chance to shock, elemental resistance. Okay. Not bad. Let's just dump all of these. Cool. We can drop them like this. Transform back. What are you up to, Camila? Have anything fun going on today? Where are you at? Oh, you're up here. There we go. That wasn't bad. Body armor shard drop rate. Class specific shard drop rate is probably what I'm going to go for. Yeah. Just because we want tornado. Increased lightning damage endurance, potentially. Silver amulet, no. Fire damage, no. Inner region, no. We'll take this and we'll take the scepter. Yes, this is last Epoch. Do I have... Yep, okay. Yeah, the 1.1 cycle, or if you're familiar with like Path of Exile or Diablo Season or League, just came out. Came out on Tuesday? So I've had some stuff going on, so I haven't been able to play as much as I want. But it came out. It's really good. I'm enjoying the Nemesis system they introduced so far. And I haven't gotten it... I have not made it to the Harbingers yet, which are kind of like the main focal point. But the Harbinger is... or the Nemesis so far are really cool. Kind of like a build-your-own Rogue Exile in a way. Alright, so I got Spires to deal with. Lovely. They also added in a dodge system, similar to like what Wilson introduced. It's been really helpful because I'm not like a super mobile class as a druid right now. I do not have cat form, I do not have bird form, I do not have travel form. I have lightning bear form, and really that's all, that's the only reason, not the only reason, that's why I'm playing this build. Because like, lightning bear. Charge around calling lightning bolts down from everywhere. What's not to love? I'm stuck. Okay, we're good. Basically, I call tornadoes down. They call lightning bolts down from their tornadoes to hit things. I transform into a bear. I get lots of extra damage when I transform, and then as I'm rampaging around, I call down more lightning bolts. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I like the visuals of it. And we are getting close to level 80, because I have a staff waiting for me I can craft when we get there. Strength, melee, well, not really melee damage. Crit strike avoidance would be helpful, but not at that, and shred armor. I think I'm just going for the, those. Yeah, because then I can go affix shards, but I definitely want the experience. We got them up there. The lightning bolts consume part of my mana as well to do extra damage. So I gotta find a way to get, like, mana back faster, but... Luckily, like, when you transform into bear form, you get full rage, and when you transform back into human form, you get mana equal to how much rage you had in bear form. So... That's a nice little thing to kind of help with mana issues. So I like just dump all my mana into tornadoes, transform, rampage around until I can transform back and repeat the process. That's roughly the build. I got some defensive stuff in here. I have some other utility stuff, but for the most part, it's not like super complex, this build. I've played others that have like way more maintenance they need done on them. Like I played a minion build last cycle, where like you constantly had to be casting like your rotation of spells and always moving. Is that everything? That's everything. Cool. I just clean up these guys. Don't need the vital. Oops. What's that? Those are rare amulets, not exalted, but they still might be the best thing to go for. We can go down here. Or Tomes of Experience, or here. There's a chance these link up, so I'll go here. Try to get some more crafting stuff, too. But it's the experience right now. After 80, I'm probably not going to be as concerned about experience. Because I don't know if any items have, like, a requirement of higher than 80. But... Well, my dog's dreaming about something. I'm not sure if that was a whimper or an excited yelp because she saw a deer or something, but... She's letting something know about something. It's always kind of nice to hear that because she doesn't bark, like, when she's awake. We've heard her bark maybe 5 times in, like, the 3 years we've had her. So whenever she makes sounds in her sleep, it's just like, it's she barking in her sleep, and that's just what we hear. Stuff like that. Okay. Come back. I want to fight you. Oh, that was literally everything. Okay. Okay, we didn't get that many tornadoes down to help with this, so... We're fine. Experimental Vanguard Boots. Frenzy after you use a traverse. We're not really using traversal skills, and the rest of it's kind of meh for us. Scepter. Mana Fused Oak Helm? Mana. Crit Avoidance is nice, but I really like that helm we have now. Doesn't have a sealed affix on it, but like for a 4 affix, it's pretty good. I don't think you do. You might. But I think you just lose the reward. You might lose experience, though. I haven't played Last Epoch nearly as much as I have PoE. So I'm not as familiar with, like, the penalties. I'm okay with it. Yeah, sorry. I don't have a strong answer for... I mean, I can Google it. Dying in Last Epoch. Google! Okay. Yeah, it looks like just from the brief Google, it just said you lose the experience and that's it. Or lose the reward and that's it. Which, like, all in all isn't a huge deal. There's been a couple times I've been, like, disappointed. Like, if I'm trying to farm unique gloves or whatever, like I was last league. A couple times I died on a unique glove echo. And that kind of sucked. That down. Yeah, it's not like PoE where you lose, what is it, 15% of your experience? Man, can you imagine if you could, like, go down levels from dying in PoE? That would be rough. You... Okay. Why am I getting the feeling this is an ambush echo? I want to be careful with my mana in case that's the case. Oh, it is. Okay, here we are. Oh, that was just it. I didn't have transform. Cool. Yeah, I take it you're playing then, Camila? Grab these. Oh, I'm getting so close! Cliff of Despair is nice. I might just grab that. Yeah. That should hopefully get us there. I'm hoping. Alright, there's the Nemesis down there. I'm actually going to go for that because we got a pretty big Nemesis. I think this is a fully empowered one. I gotta transform before we do it. There we go. Yeah, we can't do it anymore. Yeah, we have a Bleeding Heart with legendary potential. This should be really nice for a minion build. Prismatic Gaze. Okay. Actually, don't remember what I did. That's not okay. He just vanished. Just like I dropped my tornadoes and he was just gone after I transformed. That wasn't okay. I didn't see his health bar, like, start dropping. It was just gone. What the heck? Okay, so there is another ambush. Oh my gosh. Is there much in a place? Not that I know of. I mostly get my builds off of either Max Roll or just YouTube. As far as I know, there's not a place like PoE Ninja. But again, I'm not as tapped into last Epoch community as I am with PoE. Yeah. Yeah, I got this build off of YouTube, and then I've been modifying it, and then last season I got it off of Max Roll. But I don't think last Epoch quite has the third-party tools developed yet that PoE does, unfortunately. Which, like, is understandable, because PoE's player-developed tools are, like, insanely, like, that was... There's the transform. Okay. Like, PoE has a lot of player-developed tools, like Path of Building and just... Awakened and stuff like that. Bleeding Heart might be helpful, but man, I have a feeling I could really use that at some point if I do a minion build. I don't want to use up all of my mana for tornadoes because of the ambush. Okay, here we go. And we're level 80. So I can kind of drop this and then we'll start nuking them down. Oh, I get to use my staff. I am so happy. So let's just get rid of these first. So I'm going to sell stuff and then we'll forge the staff and everything. Nothing there. Actually, I'm going to buy these too. Just until I get a better supply of them. At 14 forging potential, that's not worth it. I'm not going to care about sets. Of the ox is nice. Just the hybrid health shards are always nice.
Yes.
Vitality, cold damage. That's a mage idol. If I remember right, there's nothing really in here. Hybrid minion damage could be helpful.
Yes.
Intelligence. Prismatic gaze, maybe I'll hold on to. Not that. Yeah, we're gonna hold on to that. We'll hold on to those for leveling. I'm just gonna shatter this.
Take care.
All right, so first let's just put all these in. I'm fine if I don't have that. You know what? I do want it. The keys go in here. And now we get this guy. Best class, I think right now, Avalanche Shamans and Spark Charge Mages are like really up there. I think that's considered to be some of the best. Most classes have at least like one build that can do pretty well. I think like maybe Sentinel might be the weakest overall, but there's still some fun stuff you can do with it. Like I did a Necromancer last league that I had a lot of fun with. And then I also had a Spark, or not a Spark Charge, but a Static Orb Sorcerer that I took pretty far, and that was a lot of fun. I guess we put lightning damage on this. Oop, not melee lightning. Just straight up lightning. Alright, we have these, yeah. We increase cast speed too, because that's important. We got the upgrade on... Okay, so we're maxed out on cast speed. We got this, and we're going to take the lightning penetration. The chance to shock's not a huge deal. We do have a Glyph of Despair, so I'm going to try to seal it. No, we didn't. Okay. There are a couple different types of keys. Mostly they are for the 4 dungeons, but there are also arena keys. So dungeons you can't run unless you have the key. So if you have like a Lightless Arbor key, you can go to the Lightless Arbor. If you have an arena key, you go to the arena, Soulfire Bastion, Temporal Sanctum, stuff like that. You don't need specific keys for specific difficulties. You just need a key, and then you can go to the difficulty if you've unlocked it. All right, so right now our tornado does 3563. We more than doubled our damage on tornado. That's insane. I love that. That's great. I'll just shatter this. This put in good work for me, but... Okay, and then this. Yeah, we're going to start putting stuff in here. The increased crit chance, the rage gain, all that fun stuff. Now I can actually start looking for nodes I want to get. I think for right now it's probably just like crafting. Maybe we go up here, even though it's rare amulets, we can grab these shards. Like in a party? I don't remember if it's 4 or 6. I think it's 4, but again, I'm not sure. I usually don't do multiplayer in ARPGs like PoE and Last Epoch, so it's not something I've looked into. I'm actually playing offline right now. So. Just not something I know, unfortunately. So we need to go up there, which means... Are they patrolling? Yes, they are patrolling. Got it. Patrolling sucks, like I gotta track them down. I gotta catch up to them. If you're not a very mobile build, that can be tough. Come back, thank you. Okay. Yeah, you should go down pretty quickly. Okay. So right now we're just limited by our move speed, pretty much. We have enough to one-shot a lot of... Not one-shot, but really tear through most bosses and stuff. Even without a lot of tornadoes up, those elites don't really threaten us right now. We can just rampage and get raging bolts that way. Like, GPU requirements? You probably want a halfway decent computer. It's got a pretty big installation size. I do it through Steam, but I'm guessing it's probably like 80 or more gigabytes. But I don't know the exact specs. I was able to run it on my old computer, which I think was an i5, with 16 gigabytes of video card stuff, but I don't know the exact specs off the top of my head. You can probably look it up on the Steam page. Yep. A rare ring, sure. Again, we're just trying to get through this monolith. I think it's also like a one-time payment. I think it was $40 when I got it. I got it at the 1.0 launch, so it's not like PoE where it's free to play. But I have not regretted buying it at all. I regretted buying Diablo 4, but I have not regretted buying Last Epoch. Okay, we gotta go that way. Got it. I like it over PoE in some ways because I don't like crafting maps in PoE. So Last Epoch's endgame kind of just lets you blast without having to worry about crafting maps and stuff. And it's a nice middle point between, in difficulty between, or complexity, I guess I shouldn't say difficulty, complexity between PoE and Diablo 4. Where Diablo 4 scales towards the easier and less complex end in terms of builds and stuff. But PoE can get incredibly complex. This is the Goldilocks. They've done a really nice job in both the loot system, like the crafting system and the skill system. So like in PoE, you support your skills with support gems. You have to have the right colors and all of that stuff. Give me a second, I'll show it off. But again, the end game grinding appeals to me more than PoE. In Last Epoch, each skill actually has its own skill tree. And they have an interesting new take on basically ascendancies. Where ascendancies are more like your traditional, or they're called masteries here. They're more like your traditional passive trees for a class. But you can also go into the masteries that you didn't choose up to a point. Let me get through this this echo, and I'll show it off. You're not gonna last long. So skills are class bound. That's like one downside compared to PoE. Okay, yeah. If you like the time-traveling fantasy world, for sure. And the crafting is certainly easier to get your head around than Path of Exile. Well, there's still, like, a decent amount of complexity without it being, like, overwhelming. But, you know, if you're playing it, you already know about the skill system then. Yep, it just hits that happy middle ground for me. Do we pick up anything great? I doubt it. Again, so we're going to want a gate staff, it looks like, because all of that damage. Yeah, I'll take the increased spell cost. I'm actually not upset with that. 7 strength is good for us, but the minion dodge rating does nothing. Spell damage, chance to find potions. No. Don't need the reflect. Reach and Titanic Fever. No. Probably from the online? I don't know if they could ban you from offline play. But I have no idea. My guess is they could either, like, restrict your, online ability to chat. That'd be my guess. Maybe if you were using unauthorized third-party hacks while trying to play online, they could do something. But my guess would be yes. If you break terms of service, you could. I'd have to imagine because they have offline, that would be pretty egregious to get a full ban. Yeah, probably. I'm guessing they wouldn't do it for offline players, but for online, if it's a known issue and players are abusing it, then they'll probably either get a warning or something, but again, that's EHG's prerogative, not anything I'm concerning myself with. Didn't know there was a gold duplication thing, so... I could definitely see where the increased mana cost would be a pain, because you can't get as many tornadoes down. You just might not need them. It's not a bad wand. Yeah, again, I just don't know EHG or last Epoch well enough to... know what their stance is on everything or what their general methods and policies are for banning people permanently or otherwise. That kind of fizzled out. That's unfortunate. Guess we can go glyphs into shards, but... You're done. I generally, personally, have a pretty low tolerance of people that intentionally abuse bugs, let alone go out of their way to hack stuff. When I used to shiny hunt in Pokemon, I was always a very big opponent to people abusing that or hacking in shinies. If you want to hack in shinies for your own personal aesthetics, that's fine, but when you start showing them off, like, look what I found, or look how many I have, that's when I start having an issue. There we go. Okay. As much as I love the damage, I can definitely see we're going down a tier on the staff to not have the increased mana would be a good thing. I guess maybe if you're going for a build that wants to expend a lot of mana. I did not want to transform again, but sure. Alright, let's transform back before we interact with this. Do I have anything I want to drop in there? I don't think I really found any legendaries I wanted to drop in there. I guess that teeth, but almost might rather have a random one. Yeah, Reach of the Council we can't drop in. Yeah, there we go. We'll just see what we get. It's fun. A little bit of gambling never hurt any— well, that's not true. Gambling has hurt people. If you have a gambling addiction, call the hotline. I don't want to encourage it, but... yeah, certainly not the fastest build in the world, but... still fun as hell. He must be who I'm gonna have to KO. I think he's done. Grab that and the shards. That's strength, but no intelligence. Interesting that strength can go into double digits on gloves, though. That's good to know. Yeah, gloves are the next thing I have to... maybe I should have grabbed it, actually, because I got to replace my gloves. So many glyphs of hope. Nah, we're good.
Yes.
Attunement, but we don't need the armor. I don't think we're going to keep that. Don't need the dodge rating. Immediate health, immediate damage, not for us. Don't need a chance to find potions. Don't need to reflect. Mace, no. I'll take the lightning damage. We're going to get rid of that. Let's do this. Alright, so shards, and then I guess we have set item. Ew. I know we want to get far away from the center, though, so I'm just going to take it and then see what it's like expanded out beyond that. Man. It feels good. One second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Mom called, Dad came down, texts went off, everything happened all of a sudden. Usually nobody's home during the day, and usually my parents don't get back till like 5 or so. So that's like never an issue. It just happened to be everyone wanted to talk to me now. I feel special. They love me. They really love me. Ah, that might not be true. They might have just wanted something, but you know, gotta believe what you want to believe. So that's that one down. One more. Okay. Dash around. So they are patrolling. Got it. See, I'll probably be wrapping this up in half an hour or so. I might try to get through this monolith. And then just like empower, like get through this monolith so we're closer to empowered. Hoping to go a little longer today, but that's alright. My eyes are still giving me issues after the shots yesterday. So I can rest them before going over to a friend's house tonight. Should be good. He's just up there. We're so close. Okay. Got him. Don't think we saw the nemesis that one, though. Bladed, frostbound, glimmering, wand of freezing, frostbound, no. Those are rare helmets, rare rings, tomes of experience. I'll go down here. I don't care really for the set item, but rare helmets and rings could be something. I do really like my helmet right now, though. Gives us quite a bit of damage. Got this. Grab this and just move up. Where are we heading? Oh, did I overshoot it? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I really don't care about the shield and helmet. We get stuff from here, which is something. Maniforged Temple Staff. I mean, 95 damage, increased mana regen. Like, that's actually not a bad base. Because it reduces our cost for only a little bit of damage lost. Alright, so we want to keep an eye out for temple staves. Yeah, we'll go for this, and then we can grab these two. Oh, am I going to have to fight Lagan? I thought I already did that in one of these, but maybe not. Nice thing about gaining rage on crit is that when we transform back, we get like more mana back when we transform back. If we manually transform. He goes. All right, there is another one. I figured there would be. How do I get over there? Oh, the Nemesis was over there. That's too bad. I don't think I'm going to go back for it, so... You know what? Let's do it. I really like the Nemesis mechanic. I can clear these guys out without having to be in human form, which should let me save my tornadoes. We're just gonna power again. So I will say, when I first started seeing Nemesis, they were a little tough. But I feel like now they're trivial. We'll see what they're like in higher corruption. It's definitely a good thing that they have different typing, like different elements. It's not all just like the same fight. That's definitely a good thing. Those are two really good things to have. Like, of Lucidity is a really nice one to have. How does that fall? It's like here we need a resistance or... Yeah, we need a resistance or health there. It's just the cooldown reduction speed's really drawing me in. 11 strength, 8 health, 21 armor. Okay. I'm just going to take this, just because these two nodes interest me more than anything after the other glyph node. That's those guys. Blah. In the right direction. Did I overshoot it? I think I overshot it, what I was looking for. Charge the beacon. Oh, this is the beacon here. Okay. Completely went right by it. This is the first time I've seen this, actually. Like, I saw it last cycle, but not this one. Is that everything? Nope. But wait, there's more. Yes? Nope. Okay, now we're good. So we're going to grow in here real quick, and we're going to grab more of this. So that's 8 points we need. Rage on crit. Just the increased crit chance in general is nice to have. Healing effectiveness, fire res, fire damage, fizz damage, cold damage, potion converted to ward. 75 spell damage, extra mana. Lots of forging potential, but the modifiers aren't great on it. That's not bad, but it's not good. Extra lightning damage, freeze rate multiplier, chance to slow on hit. 115 spell damage. It just doesn't have the 48% cast speed. Or the lightning yeah, it doesn't have the lightning penetration either. Yeah, the staff we have now is actually just very solid for us. Again, can always be improved, but... Seems like I should go this way. Yeah, if we go like 1, 2, 3, that'll give us experience and then... hopefully enough stability to get through the rest of this monolith, and that's where I'll wrap it up. This way first. I don't think our necrotic res is great, so if we get hit by one of those spires, I think we're in a little bit of trouble. But... Don't know that for sure, but I don't exactly want to test out the theory. Here's a nemesis. I'm gonna get rid of one of the spot, like this spire too, and then we'll go back for the nemesis. How far away is the other one? Oh, it's just right up there. Okay, yeah, we'll clear that out too, and then we'll come back for the nemesis, just so we don't have to worry about being bombarded by the spires while we're trying to clear it. Plus now, if we die to the nemesis, for whatever reason, we still have the echo completed. Jeez, that is ridiculous. I don't care about the bow scythe. Yeah, if we have time to set that up, holy cow. Temple Staff, Critical Strike Chance, oh, melee Critical Strike Chance. I think that's base, though, which is kind of cool. 24 Lightning Res on Sanguine Horde. Don't care about that, don't care about that. This ring, Cycle of Putrescence. Endurance Threshold. Your volatile zombies have a chance to resurrect equal to 100% divided by number. I actually want to use this. I had a build idea with this last league, so I want to hold on to this. I'm going to sell everything else.
Take care.
What other... I play PoE. I play a lot of Pokerogue. And then on my YouTube, I had a series where I was just playing through various roguelikes, Camila. But it's like usually roguelikes, Pokemon, ARPGs, and I play a little bit of World of Warcraft. And I am actually going over to a friend's house to play some Smash Brothers tonight. So they are both a lot better than I am, but I'm starting to be able to take games, which is kind of nice. Because, again, they are both very good. Yeah, but I'd say like roguelikes, ARPGs, and Pokemon are like my 3 main ones. I always love the idea of city builders, and then they just get too detail-oriented for me. So I'm like, nah. Whenever it gets like too detail-oriented, I'm like, this is too much like work. I don't want to work in my game. I'm playing it to have fun. So. Those are the main ones. Again, I've tried out a whole variety of stuff. Like, I used to play RTSs a little bit. One of the first games I remember playing as a kid was Age of Empires 2. And for whatever reason, like, I had a tonsillectomy when I was pretty young. I was like 5 or 6. And I remember my dad coming into my hospital room with his, like, laptop, which at the time, this was, like, early 2000s. And for whatever reason, I just remember the two of us playing Age of Empires 2 on his laptop. And I'll play some RPGs sometimes. Like, another early game I remember playing is the original Baldur's Gate. Back when you needed 5 discs to play it. Oh, those were good times. Because you knew every time you were asked to put in the next disc, things were gonna get fun. Play Among Us over... Okay, cool. Yeah, I can't get into shooters. Shooters just aren't my cup of tea. Oops. Oh, this isn't over. Hold on. Part of it is, like, I have vision issues now, so, like, I can't even see the crosshairs. Yo, what's going on, Ruth? Welcome on in. So I can't even see the crosshairs. Like, I never really grew up with consoles. I didn't get a console till I was 11 or so, 11 or 12, and even then it was a GameCube, so, like, I played Mario Kart, not shooters. Okay, nice. Yeah, I picked myself up a capture card so I can stream my Pokemon stuff when I want. Record Smash Bros. Just so I could review it later. Yeah, Baldur's Gate's probably like the most RPG I go. I'm not a Souls-like fan and stuff like that. But I know people love it and I enjoy watching it. Nice. Yeah, console's a little tougher, but once you get the card set up, it's not bad. Can actually go with this. I'm going to finish up this monolith. I got to wrap it up for the day. Got some errands to run. Appreciate everyone hanging out today, though. I know it's not, like, super exciting, but hopefully once we get into a powered monos and start doing the Harbinger stuff, it'll get a lot more interesting. See if I do it on stream or not. I might go back to Pokerogue next week. Just because I enjoy streaming that a little bit more. I enjoy playing that and Last Epoch about the same, but I think Pokerogue streaming is a little bit better content in general. So same reason I like don't stream endless modes a lot of time in Pokerogue, and why I don't really stream shiny hunting anymore. It's fine, and I do it a lot of time off stream, especially if I'm like watching Netflix or something at the same time. But when it's just like a grind you don't really have to pay attention to, it's like I'd rather do something a little more interactive or stuff you can have fun with or have to think about. Did I go past something? Oh, these are the little pyres I have to destroy. Got it. Okay. That explains it. Okay, I now have a better idea of how to do this layout. There's one up there. One around here. Okay. Reading is important, and I completely neglected it. When I was younger, I got Pokemon Red Rescue Team for the Game Boy. And for those that aren't familiar with it, it's like a mystery dungeon game. But at the beginning, they have you take like a little quiz to say like, oh, you're this type of person, so we recommend you play like this Pokemon. For whatever reason, whether it's just for thematics or whatever. And so I took the test, and I was 12 or 13. I think I was probably 13. And it's like, you seem to be the hasty nature. Right now, you are probably pressing the A button to get through this dialogue as fast as possible. And I was. But, like, as a 13-year-old, I wasn't ready to be called out like that by a video game. And that's, like, always stuck with me. Whenever I'm, like, spamming a button to get through dialogue and stuff, it's like, wait, Red Rescue Team knows what I'm doing. What is... Ah, there it is. But for whatever reason, that's just, like, always stayed with me. It hasn't changed. I still do that now. I'm not so much one for, like, lore and stuff of games. So I don't care all that much about dialogues, especially for, like, RPGs and ARPGs, where it's not, like, the big thing. Even when I play World of Warcraft, it's not, like, the big, the lore so much isn't the big draw point for me. It's mostly actually just, like, raiding with a group of friends. Getting that satisfaction that, hey, we got this down after some hardship and trying. Which is kind of cool. Yeah, when I didn't raid for, like, an expansion, I actually really didn't play that much. That kind of made me realize, like, this is what I want to do. I enjoy playing it with friends. Enjoy the challenge and the sense of accomplishment. If I'm playing on my own, I'm just, I'm an achievement whore. That's all I am. Blizzard's so good at making, like, big lists of achievements. And that's how I get my dopamine, and they're really good at, drawing me in with it. Right, we have one more pyre left, and then we're gonna be done. There's you done. I think that's one reason, like, shiny hunting also appeals to me. Like, each new shiny is like a new achievement. There, we can get through it. That the echo? No, I got one more thing I gotta do. Alright, there's the key, and then we'll grab this guy. How fast can we take this guy out? Wait, is that it? Oh, that was so disappointing. I thought it was going to be like a boss or something, not like a puny trash mob. Man, I'm like disappointed by that. Doing alright, Ruth. We're going to be wrapping up soon, but it's been a decent stream so far. Not too many aggravating things happening. But finally getting the build online. We saw this earlier. I might hold on to this just in case we get like an egg we can empower it in. But, yeah, what are you up to today, Ruth? We'll grab... we can just grab these. Yeah, we got the magma caverns and then whatever the last one is. The boss fight. And we'll wrap it up. I gotta run some errands and then get ready to go hang out with my friends tonight. Let me just do this. Yeah, I'm gonna go up and around. So there's one down. Another one down here. Alright, not far. Cool. Oh, geez. Okay. Hold on. That took a step up. Okay. That took a step up from the previous objective. I actually had to dodge stuff. I wasn't quite ready for that. I would have felt really bad if I got one shot. That would have been awful. Like, oh yeah, I'm just like cruising through all of this. And then that boss is like, no, you're not. Go out in a blaze of glory, but you're still going out. Man, trying to play the bullet hell of those guys raining magma down on you is rough. I'm trying to save a couple tornadoes for whenever we get to the next boss, and it's not going to happen. Alright, that's fine. And, like, saving the tornadoes is just saving enough mana to cast them. But... because not only do you have to pay for, like, the upfront cost of the tornadoes, but, the lightning bolts also consume part of my mana to do extra damage. Okay, we got him. Ooh. I just need to click on one. There we go. Alright, these guys. See if I can nuke him down before he gets too many things off. The faster I kill him, the less I have to dodge, is the long and short of it. Alright. So I think I got one pretty far down, then I'll... trying to decide how I want to do this. I'll just go down this way. Cut him down. How far down do I have to go for him? Probably not super far. Grab these. There's always like that wave of enemies right before the guy I'm trying to get to where I have to spend my transform to get there. Even if I don't want to. Got him down. I think I just have like one more guy left all the way up there. Yeah. I'm just gonna transform to get mana back. We get a little bit of speed. Rampaging that much without hitting anything actually didn't help our mana all that much, but it sped us up. How far up is he? He's pretty close. Transform back. Do I know why what was named Virginia? The state? Wasn't it after somebody's wife? Or the Virgin Queen? Something like that. Okay, we got it. Alright, we have one more left. Okay, yeah, the Virgin Queen of England. Yeah. Man, you're really pulling out my high school random trivia that I haven't used since high school, and that was... I'm not going to say how long ago, because I don't want to think about it. Caldera of Souls. What is this? Who do I have to fight? I don't... Oh, it's these guys. Okay. Oh, I gotta focus on this. One down, another one down. That all of them? Oh shit, what, oh no. This must be a Harbinger. I don't want to stand there. That's just an area of no I can't go into, isn't it? Okay, it's gone now. Okay, so he does that big swing like that. I can't get hit by that. Still can't go into that area. Oh, crap. Out of that. Let's get out of this area. I did not want that double roll. Okay, I think I'd rather get hit by the small one than the big one. Hold on. Can't get close to him when he's doing that. Where's he going? I don't want to get hit by that. Shit. Okay, that's a fight. That's a fight indeed. All right, I gotta be careful about that. Plus armor. Armor while channeling. I almost definitely want that. Our rampage is a channel skill. Right? Yeah, it's a channeled skill. We have an Harbinger Eye as well, so let's deal with that. I think we have to take it somewhere. Then the Relic, Hercule's Vessel. Fire damage when you use a potion. Well, let's do this. We gotta take that. So we gotta get there. So we're gonna turn this in and wrap it up for the day. Thanks for hanging out today, guys. Appreciate it. But this is our first encounter with these guys.
How are you still alive? No one has ever walked away from
A warrior handpicked by
I need
a
Okay.
traveler.
You'll need to fight them in empowered timelines.
So we got there, but that's all there is. And now our timelines are empowered. We should be good. I think we're going to have to fight Fall of the Outcast a couple times just for one of our prophecies where we have to kill the Abomination a few times. But this wasn't bad. This build's definitely starting to pick up, and I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm going to wrap it up there. Thanks again so much for watching, guys. I'll be back on Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and hopefully see everyone then. We'll probably be doing Poker Rogue. Other than that, thanks so much for watching. Have a great night. Take care.